A family that had thrived for 3 generations, successful in business with children and grandchildren living in abundance, suddenly fell into ruin in just a few short years. The eldest son went bankrupt. The second son was struck with a serious illness, and the youngest grandchild would wake up screaming and crying every single night. The house that was once filled with laughter had become cold, dark, and mysteriously lifeless. When a Feng Shui master was invited to visit, he simply stood in silence at the bedroom doorway before saying one sentence that left the entire family in shock. "This bed is in the wrong place." A bed is not just a place to rest. It is the very center where a person's energy gathers. When placed in the right position, it nurtures vitality, calms the mind, aligns the breath, improves sleep, and supports a smooth and prosperous destiny. But when positioned incorrectly, it disrupts the flow of life energy, allowing negative forces to build up. This leads to poor health, emotional instability, and a gradual loss of wealth. Many people suffer from insomnia, exhaustion, and financial troubles without realizing the cause could be right where they sleep every night. This video will reveal the most forbidden places to put your bed mistakes that most people unknowingly make, along with golden Feng Shui principles that will help you position your bed correctly, unlock positive energy, and welcome wealth into your home. Before we begin, say this affirmation out loud to activate good energy. My bed is in the right place, and good fortune is spreading throughout my home. And do not forget to hit subscribe, because every week, new mystical stories and hidden Feng Shui secrets will be unveiled, helping you stay calm in your heart and attract blessings right inside your own living space. And right now, let us explore 7 forbidden positions for placing your bed, common but dangerous mistakes that you need to avoid in order to protect your health and maintain prosperity. First, the bed faces or is close to the bedroom door. The door is where energy flows the strongest. It is like the heart of the room, constantly pulling in and pushing out air and energy. When your bed is in the path of that movement, your body becomes disturbed by the active energy stream, making it hard for your mind to truly settle. As a result, your sleep is affected. You may toss and turn sleep lightly, or wake up feeling unrested, even after enough hours in bed. This position is also known as the coffin position, when your feet point straight toward the door. It carries symbolic meaning representing departure, loss, and endings. Even if you are not spiritual or superstitious, spending time sleeping in this position often leads to anxiety, heavy dreams, and physical fatigue. That is because the human body naturally responds to the surrounding energy, even if we are not fully aware of it. From an energetic perspective, sleep is the time when your mind and body restore their balance. But when your bed directly faces the door, your personal energy is pulled outward, reducing your ability to recover. You wake up feeling drained, mentally foggy, and easily stressed. The door is the exit of energy, so placing your bed here is like letting your life force flow away every night. The solution is simple. Do not place your bed directly in line with the door. If moving the bed is not possible, use a screen, a low shelf, or a light potted plant to break the energy flow and separate your resting space. This not only helps balance the energy in the room, but also brings a deeper sense of safety and peace while you sleep. Second, the bed faces the bathroom or toilet. In Feng Shui, bathrooms are considered places that release old and stagnant energy, moisture, trapped air, and other impurities that are often invisible. When your bed directly faces this space, the restful energy in your sleeping area gets disrupted by the draining energy, preventing your body from fully regenerating clean energy during the night. From a health standpoint, sleeping near a damp space filled with heavy energy can cause your body to absorb unstable energy. Moisture trapped in walls and air can lead to respiratory issues, headaches, insomnia, or digestive discomfort. Even with air purifiers, scented oils, or dehumidifiers, the heavy feeling often lingers because the issue is not just about smell or humidity, but about the energetic conflict between two opposing spaces. There is an old saying, "Purity and impurity should not mix." In other words, peaceful areas should not be placed next to unclean ones. Your bed needs calm to allow the body and mind to rest, while the bathroom is where waste energy is flushed away. When the two areas face each other, bad energy from the bathroom tends to spill into the sleeping area, making you feel constantly tired, drained, or even develop chronic illnesses without a clear cause. Therefore, Feng Shui strongly advises against placing your bed directly in line with the bathroom door. If you cannot change the layout, always keep the bathroom door closed, use a curtain or screen to separate the two areas, and consider placing a small potted plant or a piece of white quartz crystal to absorb damp energy and balance the space. Also, keep the bathroom clean, dry, and well ventilated. The cleaner it is, the weaker the negative energy becomes, and the better your bedroom energy will feel. Third, the head of the bed is placed against the wall behind an altar. In Feng Shui, the altar is considered the most sacred area in a home. It is the place where spiritual energy gathers and where family members honor their ancestors and protective deities. Because of this powerful and respectful energy, the space around it must remain pure, calm, and undisturbed. However, many people unknowingly place their bed with the headboard against the wall, directly behind an altar, thinking it saves space and feels secure. In reality, this is one of the most serious spiritual mistakes in Feng Shui. The energy from an altar is upward and ascending, while sleep requires quiet and grounding energy. When these two clash, it creates a sense of unrest in the body, as if something is always awake, even when you are trying to rest. On a spiritual level, placing your head directly behind an altar is seen as a lack of reverence. The altar is where ancestral spirits dwell, representing a higher level of energy. When your sleeping head rests against it, your earthly life force collides with the sacred energy realm, disrupting the harmony between the two. Over time, this weakens the household's fortune and causes psychological strain, making you feel stressed, heavy, or unfocused. So in this case, create some space or a gentle barrier between your bed and the altar wall. If moving the bed is not possible, use a low wooden cabinet, a soft partition, or a screen to separate the spaces. This helps maintain spiritual respect while also keeping the energies distinct. Additionally, you can hang calming Feng Shui artwork, such as lotus flowers, water vessels, or symbols of blessings and longevity, to help harmonize the energy. Fourth, the bed is placed under a window. Windows are one of the strongest points of energy flow in a room. During the day, they let in light and air. At night, they allow cold energy and outside forces to enter. If your headboard is placed directly under a window, the energy around your head, the most sensitive part of the body, becomes disturbed. Windows are the second most active energy paths in a room, just behind the main door. In the daytime, warm air and light flow in. At night, cooler and damper air seeps through every crack. When your head is positioned right under a window, the energy center around it where many important pressure points are located, is exposed. Over time, people sleeping in this setup often suffer from insomnia, back pain, dizziness, or unexplained fatigue. In Feng Shui, the headboard symbolizes mountain, a strong and stable support, while the foot of the bed represents water, the flow of opportunities and fortune. When your headboard is beneath a window, it creates the effect of sitting on an empty mountain, offering no true support. Energy constantly flows through the window, pulling away the positive forces around your head and disrupting the body's yin-yang balance. For the elderly or those with weaker health, sleeping here can clearly worsen symptoms back and shoulder pain, cold chills, or general discomfort, despite a warm room. Energetically, the head is the point of contact with celestial forces, and it needs stillness and stability. Placing it under a window breaks that stillness, weakening the body's recovery and increasing mental tension. The solution: do not place your headboard against a window. If moving the bed is not an option, use thick curtains, wooden blinds, or a light screen to soften the airflow. Consider adding a wooden panel or sturdy headboard directly beneath the window to create a sense of support. Choose warm colors to enhance yang energy and balance out the cold energy coming from outside. Fifth, the bed faces a mirror. A bed facing a mirror may seem harmless, but it actually holds a lot of hidden risks when it comes to Feng Shui and energy flow. Mirrors reflect. They duplicate images and amplify energy. When they face the bed, a place where people are in a passive, vulnerable state, they unintentionally create a chaotic energy field that prevents deep relaxation. In Feng Shui, mirrors are considered a second doorway in the room where yin and yang energies meet. When a mirror reflects your sleeping body, your personal energy becomes scattered, creating the eerie sense that someone else is in the room. This is why many people who sleep across from a mirror report having nightmares, sudden wake-ups, or a lingering sense of unease. From an energetic viewpoint, sleep is the time when the body opens up to recover and recharge. A mirror reflects and bounces that energy back, never letting it settle like light dancing on water. This makes it difficult for your body to fully rest. Even if you are exhausted, your sleep will be shallow, your mind restless, and your body more easily fatigued. From a spiritual angle, mirrors are said to create a gateway between worlds, the seen and the unseen. At night, when the light is dim and yin energy is stronger, the surface of the mirror may reflect layers of energy invisible to the human eye. That is why ancient wisdom warns against placing mirrors directly across from the bed, especially near the head or feet, two of the most critical energy points in the body. So the best advice is to avoid having a mirror facing your bed, particularly full-length mirrors on wardrobes or dressing tables. If you cannot move the mirror, cover it with a light cloth or curtain when you sleep, or angle it toward the wall to prevent energy reflection. Also avoid placing mirrors opposite doors or windows, as they can reflect good energy out of the room and weaken the overall blessing in your space. Sixth, the bed is placed under a ceiling beam chandelier or air conditioner. Placing your bed under a ceiling beam, a chandelier, or an air conditioner creates a layout that compresses the room's energy, causing unease and directly affecting your health. In Feng Shui, any heavy object right above the bed creates a pressure field, dense energy pressing down on your head, blocking personal energy flow. Ceiling beams are the clearest example. These structures carry strong yang energy, as they support the weight of the entire ceiling. When the bed is directly underneath, this energy becomes a kind of invisible pressure, making you feel tired, foggy, or anxious without knowing why. Sleep requires an open, airy space for energy to circulate. When something heavy looms above you, the flow is blocked, leaving you feeling trapped, weighed down, and eventually drained of both health and luck. Similarly, large chandeliers above the bed have the same effect. The intense light, combined with the heat and weight of the fixture, unbalances the room's energy. People who sleep under chandeliers often feel anxious, wake up in the middle of the night, or start the day with a heavy head. In Feng Shui, this is called light oppression, light that disrupts the peace required for restful sleep. As for air conditioners mounted right above the headboard, the impact is even more obvious. Cold air blowing directly onto the body disrupts the circulation of energy and blood, causing muscle tension, neck and shoulder pain, and breathing issues. From a Feng Shui point of view, that cold stream slices through your energy field like a sharp wind cutting across still air. The fix: avoid placing any heavy objects or equipment directly above the head of the bed. If you cannot remove them, consider installing a false ceiling or a lightweight panel to block the downward energy. You can also shift the bed slightly to avoid the pressure zone. For air conditioners, move them to the foot or side of the bed so the airflow moves diagonally instead of directly onto your body. 7th, the bed is placed under a sloped ceiling. When your bed is placed directly under a slanted ceiling, it creates serious imbalance in the room's energy. Sleeping under this kind of structure often makes people feel weighed down, causes shallow breathing, light sleep, or disturbing dreams. Even with enough sleep, the body may still feel sluggish, mentally foggy, and emotionally dull. These effects are not random. They are caused by the invisible pressure created by the angled ceiling. In Feng Shui, a sloped ceiling pushes energy downward, creating a strong pressing energy directly on the area beneath it. If your bed's headboard is positioned at the lowest point, you are absorbing the full force of that heavy energy. Over time, this restricts blood and energy circulation, leading to headaches, heart palpitations, and emotional instability. Yang energy, which needs to rise, becomes compressed, while yin energy accumulates near the head and chest. The ceiling represents the sky, the sheltering force in Feng Shui. When it is slanted, that protective energy becomes skewed, and your subconscious loses its sense of security. This is why people who sleep under a sloped ceiling often feel restless, wake up with a start, or dream about falling or being crushed. Not superstition, but the body reacting naturally to a misaligned energy field. To fix this, avoid placing your bed under the lowest part of the ceiling. Choose the highest, most open spot in the room, so your headboard has supportive space above it. If that is not possible, you can create a flat, false ceiling with light materials or hang a soft curtain along the slope to hide it visually. This helps redistribute energy more evenly across the space. Also use warm, bright colors for the ceiling to reduce the heavy feeling. You can install soft lighting or round decorative elements to guide energy upward. Every small detail can help raise the energy field and restore the room's sense of harmony and calm. After understanding the positions that can drain your energy and fortune, it is time to move on to something even more important: the golden Feng Shui principles for bed placement that will show you how to awaken life force, maintain peace, and invite blessings back into your life. First, Make sure both sides of the bed are open and free of clutter. Both sides of the bed need to have open space. This is where natural energy flows, allowing your body to absorb and regulate energy while you sleep. When one side of the bed is pushed against a wall or blocked by furniture such as a cabinet or shelf, that flow becomes stuck, which leads to shallow sleep, mental fatigue, and emotional imbalance. A bed with open space on both sides symbolizes the harmony between yin and yang, between giving and receiving, between action and rest. It also reflects balance in relationships, whether with a partner within the family or at work. People who sleep on a well-balanced bed often feel more relaxed, sleep more soundly, and wake up refreshed with brighter energy in the morning. In ancient Feng Shui, this concept is called left and right support, meaning both sides provide harmonious assistance. If one side is too close to the wall or blocked, the energy on that side cannot move freely, eventually causing imbalance in your personal space. This not only affects sleep quality, but can also lead to emotional distance in relationships and a lack of harmony in communication at home. The ideal setup is to leave at least 18 to 24 inches, or about 45 to 60 centimeters of space, on each side of the bed, so that air and energy can circulate smoothly. On each side, you can place a small nightstand, a soft bedside lamp, or a few simple decorations with gentle yang energy, such as fresh flowers, a good book, or a family photo frame. These not only beautify the room, but also help stabilize the energy field, bringing warmth and balance. A bed with two open sides also symbolizes an open life path, allowing opportunities, helpful people, and positive energy to flow in from all directions. Because sometimes, just giving your space a little more room to breathe can ease the energy of the room and of your life, helping everything flow with more harmony and ease. Second place, the bed in a fresh and airy spot. Your bed should be placed in a location with fresh air and gentle circulation, because that is the source of life and energy flow within the home. In Feng Shui, natural airflow is considered the breath of the earth and sky. A room with balanced movement of clean air and light allows positive yang energy to spread, bringing a sense of calm and comfort to those who sleep there. If the bed is placed in a stuffy area with stale air and poor circulation, yang energy fades, yin energy increases, and the person sleeping there will often feel tired, heavy-headed, and emotionally off balance. In contrast, a room with soft breezes and natural sunlight activates life force, promotes deep sleep, smooth breathing, and emotional recovery. Feng Shui recommends opening the windows during the day to let in sunlight and fresh air. Sunlight not only carries strong yang energy, but also clears away stagnant energies, removes dampness, and refreshes the space. When light fills a room, everything inside comes alive. Even your mood lifts, becoming lighter and more peaceful. When evening comes, gently close the windows and draw the curtains to retain the energy within the room. Nighttime is when the body needs stillness to rest and allow energy to gather. Closing the windows is not meant to shut out air, but to hold on to the life energy that has accumulated throughout the day, preventing it from leaking out into the night. If the room includes natural elements such as a small plant, a gentle essential oil, or a warm scented candle, the energy becomes even easier to balance. These additions do not just refresh the air, they create a soft energy flow that soothes the mind and helps you fall asleep more easily. Letting the space around your bed breathe is the same as keeping the spirit of the home alive. When your bedroom flows with the rhythm of nature welcoming wind by day and holding energy at night, you yourself are nurtured in that peaceful, vibrant energy, full of life and vitality. Feng Shui in the bedroom is not just about furniture arrangement. It is the art of harmonizing energy between you and your living space. Every bed direction, every empty space, every breeze and beam of light carries its own current of energy. When you know how to guide it, even a small bedroom can become a sanctuary, a place to restore your energy, protect your peace, and open the door for blessings to enter your home. A bed placed in the wrong position can slowly drain your life force, disturb your peace of mind, and wear down your health day by day. But with just one simple adjustment, everything can begin to shift. Your sleep becomes deeper, your mind clearer, and the energy around you starts to feel warmer and more balanced. Because Feng Shui is not something mystical or magical. It is simply a way of living in harmony with nature, a way of tuning in to the breath of your home and the breath within yourself. If you have been feeling that your space feels heavy, your sleep is restless, or your luck has not been flowing, take a moment to look at the position of your bed. Sometimes one small move can be the beginning of a much bigger transformation. Leave a positive affirmation in the comments below to open the flow of good energy for yourself. I am sleeping within a peaceful energy, and good fortune is spreading throughout my home. And do not forget to hit subscribe so we can keep journeying together into the world of Feng Shui spirituality and the hidden secrets behind every little corner of your home. Every story, every lesson carries a seed of peace for those who know how to listen and honor the energy of the life surrounding them.